What's up YouTube, Chronos here, and welcome back to a PSO2 update video. So today we're going to be talking about what we've got coming after the maintenance on July 14th. But before we jump into that, if you guys are new to the channel, my name's Chrono. I do content over here on YouTube daily. Would much appreciate subscribe as we work our way up towards that 10K mark. But let's go ahead and jump into this. So I'll just be a little quiet. It's pretty early in the morning at the moment. I was trying to hold off making this video as long as I possibly could because I want to get you guys as much information all in one video instead of splitting it up into a bunch of different small ones. So I'll do my best to include timestamps, individual sections in case there's something in particular you're looking for. But this is everything we have at the moment. So let's just go ahead and talk about maintenance to start with. So maintenance was scheduled from 10 p.m. to 4 a.m. What you'll find is that maintenance got extended. Unfortunately, it is now until 3 a.m. PDT, which will be 6 a.m. for me EST. So instead of being the original 4 a.m. it'll be 2 hours later. So the game's not up just yet. Doesn't really mean a whole lot. What it does mean is we don't have the article for the scratch on our end yet in English, and we also don't have the article saying exactly what bugs were fixed during the maintenance. I'll have to do a separate video specifically for bug fixes, probably either tomorrow or the day after. We'll look into that. But this should be up right around the time servers come up. Now, we do have the article talking about all the updates available. So fashion updates and system updates. So the AC Scratch emotion collection, basically the collections are going to start popping up. We've got the emotion collection. We have the hairstyle collection is going to be popping up. They show off a couple of hairstyles. These are basically hairstyles from base PSO2 that are going to be available in NGS through the personal shops from NGS. They actually mentioned this too. PS2 items from this scratch ticket can only be sold in PSO2 NGS personal shops. So it's very direct, very straightforward. This will not affect the base PSO2 economy. This will go specifically into NGS's economy, which is super cool, actually very good for NGS's economy, because there's not a lot of great stuff currently in there that people care too much about. So it'll be good for making some money. Hopefully we'll talk about something else though that needs to be changed as far as the economy is concerned. But yeah, we've got the collections, all of them. Looks like every single one of them is popping up on the 14th. Let me double check really quick. I'm pretty sure that was the case. Accessories. The booba pads, of course, very important, and then the weapon camos. Yeah, some of these are actually really cool. It's interesting because I'm not 100% sure on all these camos. They showed off some camos here, but I did also see Jasper's camo listed on the JP site. Actually, I'll pop over to it. See if I can find it. Was it this? No, it was this. So they do have this up already. So we do have some crossover camos, but I mean, this is Idola camos, so we're not sure if they'll be bringing back more crossovers, but this is all they have listed, and I'm not sure if this is everything or if this is most stuff. But yeah, you can actually see all the camos they'll be bringing back. Some pretty good ones, not too terribly bad. I'm actually pretty excited about the camos I'm seeing so far, but I'm hoping we have some more crossover camos, because the Blaze Blue scratch camos would be really nice to have right about now. They do also have a section for system updates, so they will be implementing the changes for Gigantix. And if you missed the video talking about that, it's a very necessary change. Essentially, when Gigantix were released, there was kind of this point of contention in the community, since Gigantix actually scaled based on the number of players that were in the vicinity of the target, including players that couldn't actually deal enough damage to help contribute to the Gigantix's overall health pool, which caused a bit of confliction between players that were level 20 trying to kill the monster and players that were under level 20 that wanted to help, of course, but in some cases either didn't realize that they were actually hurting the process or didn't care. Now what's going to be changing is the condition for Gigantix will be, so the retreat conditions are changing. Essentially, as long as you're in combat with the Gigantix, it will not retreat. They refer to it as damage attenuation, but essentially means reduced damage dealt. So if you have reduced damage dealt, if that occurs due to the level difference between a player and an enemy, the player will only be able to inflict 1 damage. So they're making it so it's just static across the board. If you have the option that pops up that says defended whenever you attack something, it only deals 1 damage. It also, if this happens, you don't receive any item or Meseta drops. You also received no experience or seasonal points rewards. So if you are not at least level 20, there is no reason to go anywhere near or attack a Gigantix unless, you're not a great, nice player. You're just making things difficult for everyone because you gain no benefit, as well as you actually, realistically, you actually aren't doing anything to hurt the situation at all either. because if there is a level difference, it doesn't count towards the players that are actually doing the task or the progress for the task, meaning that it doesn't, well, in this case, they're talking about task progress, so like client orders and things of that sort. But what I'm talking about is the players that are actually doing the task of taking it down, it doesn't actually contribute to its HP pool. So you're not doing anything but wasting your own time if you're not at least level 20. Much better system, exactly what the players actually asked for from the very get-go. Most of us weren't 100% sure that this would even be available to happen in the first place. So it's cool to see that SEGA was able to implement this and to make this sort of massive change. They mentioned this, a week ago, and now they're implementing it. That might be why servers are delayed because they're probably having some issues implementing it, but we'll have to see. Also have the web panel event. I'll link this in the video description, but we unlocked everything for the first week, getting a total of 3 million points. It lets us know what we need to actually have done, but it looks like we've got number of, we're getting the stamp itself, some N-half scape dolls, and a salon pass. Not super important for the N-half scape dolls right this very moment, but you want these to stack up, that way you always have them available to you. And the salon pass is always nice to get. And then of course, N Meseta earned plus 50% will be nice to farming Meseta if you guys are getting around to farming Meseta by doing farming your seasonal points, things like that. So super cool. And then of course we get the N augmentation transfer, or the N augmentation success rates that they're giving us at 10%. So pretty dope. This website will update, so I'll make sure to link this in the video description. But we'll see what the next challenges are. And it looks like our next goal is 30 mil. We'll have to see what they want us to do in the next one. Actually, does it say? Let's see for the event. No, it doesn't. Does it actually tell us what the event info was? Oh yeah. So earn 1 point for each enemy defeated. Designated sectors: Central Ileo, West Ileo, North Ileo, South Ileo, and Mount Magnus. So they want us to kill enemies. It's going to be per enemy defeated. Well, that's why the point system was so different. So this was earn a point per each task completed. This will be enemy defeated. So this should be much easier to get a hold of. Looks like week 3 is gonna be task completed, and then week 4 is gonna be earn 3 points for each task completed and earn 1 point for every 10 enemies defeated, which is gonna include more enemies in that area. So, also 10 points for each urgent, and then it shows the 2 urgent quests. So it does get to be pretty substantial. But yeah, like I said, this is gonna update over time. I'll make sure to link this in the video description. There's also apparently, I don't want to say a bug, but there was a bug with the Oracle Renewal collection where you weren't able to actually. Was this actually the same one? Hold on. Renewal collection. Yeah, okay, so yeah, this is a bug with the Oracle Renewal collection scratch where you weren't able to see them in the shops. Because of that time frame that it was bugged, they're extending the time frame that it's going to be available for players. I know some players opted to not purchase it because of that. So that has since been fixed. They're going to be extending it. It looks like an extra week or some change. We extended to the start of maintenance scheduled on August 3rd, 2021. So cool there. But that's really about it. This page, unfortunately, does not have the new information just yet. You can see the current scratch tickets that are available, and I'll link this in the video description because once this updates, when the servers go live, you'll be able to see it. And then, of course, we have the JP site, which shows mostly the same information here, but does have the catalog that we currently don't have on global just yet. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, they give us that update relatively soon. But that is about everything we have here. Again, I wanted to also include the bug fixes and changes because they do have an article that usually goes live whenever the servers come up, talking about every bug implementation and change and fix that they go through, but we'll have to do that in a separate video, unfortunately. Sorry, I had a little bit something in my throat there. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you guys have any questions, feel free to toss in the comments below. Like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe if you want to keep more content. And of course, Discord and YouTube, or Discord and Twitter for notifications. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Peace out.